Hope you're all well. This is a quick breakdown for some juicy looking sell levels on cable. I don't really trade cable. I've not taken a trade in over 3 months on it, but I did used to trade it alongside yen pairs and gold, but it's just relatively slow. It's a pretty decent pair which sometimes can deliver amazing moves, but sometimes it struggles to give barely 30, and compared to yen pairs which are a lot more volatile, I just rather focus on them. But since we are coming to these levels, it's worth highlighting them. I have had these for well over 3-4 months now, so I'll break down my thought process because it will be a great trade opportunity, especially if we get a sync with Euro USD or Dixie. So quickly before I start, do understand that cable loves its round numbers. So as you can see, 1.34, 1.35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 1.4. So when you see a breach of a round number, the odds of the next round number just increases. So we'll look at a few examples before I actually start. So as you can see, 1.34 here, it delivered the move. 1.35 breach, 1.36 delivered the move. Even here, look, round number. We'll look at a few more just for the sake of clarity, I guess. 1.32, 1.31, 1.3. As you can see, 1.3 delivered the move. Breach of 1.31, 1.32 delivered the move. Even here, 1.33 did deliver the move, 1.34 delivered the move, and then on the way down as well, it loves its round numbers, essentially, and especially if the one before has been breached, it improves the odds of success. So the last thing you want is a stop loss to be on a round number or an entry to be just after a round number. You would want to account it, go a bit earlier, or with a stop loss, put it just a bit behind. And also for a take profit, you use it for reference. So these zones are pretty solid because they are from 2022, and the longer a level has been there, the more orders build up. So ever since we had this huge sell-off, imagine people that are in buys over here, some of their take profits will be here, some will be here, some will be here, some will be here and so on. People that have bought in over here, yes, people will cash in the short term. They will be profit taking on this level, which is why we saw that pullback, but there will still be orders in every single level, and the longer it takes to get to that level, the more orders build up there. So first we'll go over all of the levels, and just for the sake of clarity, I am going to get rid of all of these lines, and I will highlight all the round numbers in blue, and I'll highlight all the key levels in pink. So we'll quickly go to first the key levels. This is on the daily time frame. We've got this level, this level, this level over here, and then past that this level, which is just the wick, and then past that this level, and then we'll highlight this level as well. Now we'll quickly plot all of the round numbers in, we'll do light blue just so it doesn't get too messy. 1.36, 1.37, 38, 39, and 1.4. And if you go back to current price, as you can see, a lot of these round numbers are in similar regions to the key levels. So now you've got a double confluence. You also do have this trend channel, which there is no, I mean, you would be forcing it, I guess, but as you can see, there is some sort of reaction. I mean, yeah, I'll be forcing that shit. But if you extend this top line, if we do see a push over the next week or two, we could see the trend line potentially align. It might not, it might be further down, but currently if we see a breach, so for the 1.37 level, I would want some sort of match or timing, which right now it's not great. Through Asian session, this is a no-go. So if we see a breach of this area, it will improve the odds of the next zone, especially the break retest as well. So if you do take a sell level, let's say over here, and I will send my charts separately with all the stop loss take profit, and I'll even annotate it. But if you have something like this and you're covering it around here, the take profit at the break retest is a solid take profit, especially if the level before was breached. And it goes without saying, but if there is a pullback here, then you are definitely not interested in this level. Around 150 pips is overextended for cable. So if we see a 150 pip move into a level, so as you can see, this zone for tomorrow, if we do see a strong push into this level without a significant pullback, then it's overextended. It's like a 250 pip move for the yen pairs, and you can trade this with the level after as a, oh, that was a retarded line, with the level after as a backup. So I'll make that red and I'll make this black, because we're already overextended. The level before has been breached. So, and again, for clarity, we'll put a black line on the first level that we want a breach. So as you can imagine, if hedge funds or institutional traders or people on the other side of the screen don't cash their position at this level, there's more chances of them cashing at this level. It'll be pretty retarded for them not to. On top of that, breach of one round number, especially if you see no reaction here, will improve the odds of this round number. And we've got this as a backup, because even if this area doesn't deliver the move, then we'll be even more overextended, and there's a good chance of the zone after delivering. So if this area does deliver the pullback, then essentially you'd want a breach of this level to improve the odds of this level. It is pretty straightforward, and these are some solid levels with solid backups, but also solid counter potentials, because most likely you'll get fibs on these levels. So if the top zone delivers, and let's say this one was breached, so imagine this got breached, this delivers a pullback, break retest, continues to push higher, breach of this, and you take this zone. If you do take this, you would cash initials at this break retest, but you'll leave a runner, and if price does come back, now you've got the 38 plus break retest of this level, which will be a solid counter, especially if you get the trend line there as well. But I don't even need to look at any other technical confluences. The levels and round numbers with the logic of breach of zone before to improve the odds of the zone after, or if it has timing or a match, is more than enough for me to take this trade. And also you could probably force another fib. Again, 38, actually that would be pretty shit. Let's look at the 23. Nope. Nah, they'll be forcing it. But that's more than enough for me to take this trade. So we'll keep an eye out on this. Do also look at Euro USD. I do hate this pair with a passion, but it's also coming to some solid zones. Actually, that's already delivered the move. This area, it might offer, yeah. So again, recent price action is king. Breach of this area improves the odds of this one, but this will be a juicy zone for a match. And if it does align, and especially if you've got logic in your favor, it's definitely worth taking these trades and giving them room to potentially make the move. If it's overextended and EU is on a weekly level, don't exit the trade. Hold on to that trade and let it make the move, especially if you don't have news that can send it the opposite way. Also, do keep an eye out on Dixie as well, because that will give insight. You can look at NZD, USD, USD CAD, but for me, Euro USD and Dixie is more than enough with the logic that I've just explained.